Hi, Nick Tockard here with the Historical Fencing Guild. I hope somebody please hit me up in the comments and let me know if I can be heard. We are running off of bootleg backup systems here at White Boot Keep, and we're trying to keep things going. So, hi everybody. Let me know that I'm coming through before I get my plugs going. I see I got Foxy at least. Hi, Foxy. Uh, the Historical Fencing Guild is brought to you by. Whoop, me dropping my books. The Simple Sword and the Fighting Axe, both available through Amazon at www.amazon.com/author/Nicholas Tockard. Folks, that's me. They can be. You can also support us through the Patreon, which is scrolling through the bottom. I will hit the chat real quick. Evening thesis. I'm like I said. I hope you must be seeing me. Awesome. Okay, we are bootleg through my phone hotspotting, which means I'm a little hesitant to do some of the backgrounds I had planned. We're going to hit and run with it. And this may be a short broadcast. I have been beating on systems to try to make them work. 1 second. All right, so how the heck is everybody? Hi, good. That means I'm at least visible. I'm audible. You guys can tell what's going on. What do we have in store for tonight's program? Well, I had planned to review something very special that I ordered and unboxed for you, and it just didn't come in. But two other things did. Now, I'm not one to delay, so we're going to get this hopping. Oh, uh-oh. Ooh, I went black for a second there. Ooh. Okay, still live. My phone is my system, so fingers crossed. Folks, oh, okay. It's Tony Echoey. Sorry about that. I don't. Let me see. I'm checking my settings. Integrated camera, audio. Boom. Let me try this, and we'll turn this up, way up, because I'm deaf. Okay. We'll try it. Is that better? I'm hoping that's a bit better. No worries. Thank you for your patience. I'm trying to put out a quality product. We just got a horrendous fog, wind. I don't even know what's going outside. We're way too far south for the Michigan Yeti commute, but you never know. So we're going to roll with this, and I'll double check later, and maybe we'll have a laugh at Robo Tucker. But I have two things in the mail that came in. One, literally was in my hand about an hour ago, Theory and Practice, La Verde Destrezza by Alberto Bomprezzi. I think I paid like $9 for this. I was going to bring up the link, but we're not going to do that. I just got this afternoon, so it's a first impression. But this is a very good, very it's moderately academic. So this isn't in the simple plain language you might get from a manual, but I love the breakdowns of advanced graphics. This is really great photo overlays. There's a lot to be learned from here, and judging by both the weaponry, the stances, this feels like something about. So for a moderate to advanced reader, like Trelena, if you're watching this, this needs to be on your bookshelf. I'm going to go through it. I will do an individual video for it. But right now, if you're interested in Spanish, thesis, actually, just buy this book. It's less than $10. It's quality. I really kind of dig it. he's uh and forgive my misenunciation. Alberto Bompresi. I'm sorry, sir. I respect your work. I'm just stuttering right now. So 2002. How long has I've been doing this? This should be a good book. So I'm gonna say I recommend it at its price. Now, like I said, it's a little advanced for the novice, but I mean, it's just very clean, very simple. Lots of quality pictures. There's a lot to be learned here. I like it. I like it a lot. If you want to jump, I've been looking for something inexpensive for people who are interested in Spanish. This is right there. So really, just snag that book. Um, he has a website, Escrima Antigua. So I'll just do that. Where I assume there's more information. Like I said, I've only flipped through it. I've had it for about an hour. So this is one. It won't be a long read. Very good pictures, very good pass-throughs. This is basically about $100 DVD series and an $8 book. Just buy this book. I'm going to do a full review and shoot that. So I expect to have more to that, but it's just solid good. You said you've had a rough night, Fox, a rough week, Fox, rough week, Foxy. If you want to talk about Hun, feel free to vent. You know I'm here for you guys. I had several plans that have been delayed by shipping issues, so I'm, shall we say, improvising, and I have a splitting headache that would be cured by gum, but I can't chew it because that would be rude. So, before we go on, let's get on to the next little section I have in my hand. A box. This box is by Frog & Co. And this is something I've wanted to order. It was about $30 for a while, but recently came down to about 17. So it ends up being about 19 with shipping. What's in the box? What's in the box? What's in the box? If there's one thing I love, it's neck knives. But Nick, this is your favorite neck knife in the world. You love the Foltstein. You love the quality of the CRKTs. You've been talking about for years. Why buy another neck knife? One, a review for you guys. And two, as we open the box, and we pull it out, no paperwork, I'll show you why I wanted to buy this neck knife. Look at this little stinker. This is a chunky boy. I haven't. This is the first time I've had it out of the bag, out of the box. This is. They have a real, looks like paracord, so it's not beaded chain. I will put the links up to this probably on the Historical Fencing Guild. I got this because one side is a knife sharpener, which I believe is fully integrated. Yes. The other, and I find that interesting because it's fully integrated, but you can rotate it, is a ferro rod. And it has what appears to be a removable, yes it is. Oh, it's not removable, it just hinges. So you have a mirror, I'm sorry, you have a compass, and you have a signal mirror. That's a nice little mirror. Oh, Foxy. Foxy, honey. I'm so sorry. If there's anything I can do, please, contact me. You know me, darling. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna keep going because that's what you're here for. So I literally bought this for its sheath. The paracord is a little weak. I can tell, a little rough, feels a little light, and it's shorter than I like. Being me, I like having these multiple holes rigged, but I do like that it has it's set up with tie down points. Is that a, ooh, I'm not sure I like that. The, there's, let me put that, let me see if I can get some light on that. See that? That's a mold mark of some kind. I'm not sure I like that. This doesn't have the same. There's a rubberized kind, not rubberized, but there's a slight quality feel in the plastic. Um, this is nice. Let's their logo for an upright carry, which that's an interesting choice. Um, I find upright carry, obviously they're safer, it's easier on the knife and sheath, you're less likely to lose it, but it's also harder for a quick draw. Let's see what we got in the knife itself. It pulls nice. Okay. No outside maker marks, so I don't think it's made in China. I'll double check. I don't see any outside maker mark identifying what country it's made in at all. So I find that compass is, uh-oh. Let's see what we got going here. Compass. Oh! Okay. Come on. Gotta think where I'm in the house. Here, I'll just do this. Force it to spin. It seems accurate. It's a little slow. This neck knife is very much rigged for a tip-down carry. The blade's a Tanto blade. I have no idea of the steel. Has an interesting, you know, okay. I just saw a spider. There we go. So, okay. This is a nice, it's got a good solid grip. The chip, I'm sorry, I call it gimping, and I know it's the wrong word, and it's a derogatory. Sometimes when you learn from reading in a book, oh yeah, that's spider, or it could be field mouse. We occasionally get them with a chain. But let me do an edge check. Oh, folks. And I will do a full review on this. Let me get a piece of paper here. Let's see. Oh, okay. They set this thing sharp as all get out. A little bit of discoloration. That's not. I mean, it's not the full. I've been spoiled the full, but it does look incredibly positive even with my thing. So this is very much an excellent small knife. I don't like Tonto tips. I'll tell you why. Now this is a clip or a Bowie tip, and as you can see, I was using this right before wow, the show started. But the reason I don't like Tonto tips as much Okay, and these are very, very similar length blades, so it's about 2 inches long. Is when I am working, very often I use this blade. This is the sweet spot for filing for me. Not straight, that slight angle is very comfortable. Now you have to angle it a little more. Let me see. When you're working, so a really good piece of, I'm not going to say I wish it. I wish it's dangerous, so I'm normally wishing anything. But wish I could. Wait, whoa. Close that. Here we go. Pencil. Oh my! I mean, it works well, but it forces a slightly tighter angle than I'm used to. Because when I whittle, you see the blade angle here. Oops, this is not my knife. I mean, it is a knife. It really is. I mean, this is really rigged to be upside down. Now I want to see something. If the knife goofs up the compass, yes, that's a concern. Take the knife out. Okay, having a big chunk of metal by your compass will. Whoop, let me see if I can set this up where you can sort of see it. See the compass? Watch the north. Nope. Let's see if I can get you to. Oh, there's magic trick. Watch it follow the knife. So to do a reading, you have to pull the knife out and let the compass settle, which takes a second. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get this, and it's hard at the angles I can provide, but it does eventually settle down. That's pretty cool, because for a long time carrying a compass on me was something I. Oh yeah, thesis. That's a good point. Let me just do that. Maybe. Oop, there you go. Yeah, if I have a decent grinder, I could try to round out the tip a little. I see. I like the compass. I like what they were trying to do. I'm just not execution because, yeah, the compass is locked in with the knife, and I'm just letting it free rotate. I don't think I would want. I got. Oh yeah. Well, why is it being weird? It was actually responding to my bayonet knife. So this is an interesting. Yep, that resets it though. That is an interesting concept. I wish it had worked as well, as it could. And I could. I also have to be a ferro sparker, which I suspect is part of the additional chipping. But the grip is nice. She's trying to do a lot. I'm really torn on this one. I love the mirror aspect. Oh, if you pay attention, you can see my wall of geekdom back there. Let's see how good. Can I get anybody? Nah, I can't get anybody interested. Anybody? Oh, some. There we go. We got some of the wall of geekdom. People ask me what's on the wall of geekdom. There we go. Sun and Domokun. Anyway, I don't know where I stand any of those, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, so this is an interesting knife. The compass is a little dodgy, but the blade itself seems pretty high quality. It's also very hefty. There's a lot of steel there. You probably taun this. I'm gonna have to see more of hello. There we go. Of Frog and Company's offerings. Whoops. Put it back in. There we go. So it's an interesting piece. This is, I mean, I wouldn't want to live or die from the compass, but I could get as a check. You know what I'm saying? You hold it out and check. The sharpener, well, I mean, let's give it a try. I was just commenting I need to do some work on this knife. And yes, I'm currently using one knife to sharpen one neck knife to sharpen another neck knife. It's a knifeception. Very nice. Got a good angle there. Not bad. The sharpener actually works. I will have to check the sparker outside, obviously. I'm not going to check that in my very small ferro rod. If you're going to carry a ferro rod with the ones about the size of your thumb, carry one of those. Get a big old honking one and play with it a lot before you go out. You're not going to wear through a ferro rod likely in a survival situation, but you may have trouble getting through the coating of paint some of them have. So play with your fire starting gear safely, so you know. So this is an interesting little knife. I will again do a full formal review on it. Pros and cons, but we're going to talk about that. I was going to say, what do you want? You know, what else is going on? But it sounds like folks are having a rough night. And I broadcast this thing. It seems to not as many viewers usually have. I'm a little almost I'm afraid to mess because it is deep power. This may be tell Pyro. There we go. To play fire starting gear. We're all a little bit pyro. Come on, there's not a reenactor who doesn't get himself once in a while. Bit of time. So I'm still I was supposed to be here today, and it's not deeply saddened by that because you know, I did all this, and which involved a very nice, elaborate hanging as a watch. But that has been indeed problematic. I only one blind, in particular, and original CRK in black does it right. Now, I'm seriously considering is getting a compass patch. I'm wondering if it might worth rig. I'd like to know what you guys think about it. Am I being killed? I mean, pocket check. What do I have in my pockets? Hold on. And my pill. I have my latest Bronson lighter. Now, people who know me for a long time, I love these little butane lighters, and they are this kind of aluminum of engraving them. I haven't found my, but if I can find pictures of it, I'll give them away. Although this is a day-to-day one, so you can see this pocket carry dash looks like. I carry this. It's the ferro nice backup. This little dude. This is by Heart. It is a multi-tool. Hold on. Now, I like it because it has a couple important features, especially for me. One of the chief is that it is spring-loaded. So with limited grip, I can do tiny little things. Right here, these guys, they come a little fabric. I like these because I lose time. They're not tied to me, but the multiple. It's like this is almost uniformly the battery component side. So with I won't let me hide your sentence. That's cool. Uh, I can't comment. Apparently, enough to keep the comments showing up like that. We're working our way through, and boy, is this one of those. This is going to be a legendary broadcast here about shenanigans. It's interesting to know that plugged in and charging my phone still is over. So let me. No, I'm not touching that. So never feel uh, the light when it is cold, being able to make a fire can save your life. Talking long term, cooking, whatever. I use a butane torch style lighter to seal paracord all the time. I do a lot with paracord. There are times strings need to be burnt off. Campfires, cooking fire. It is too useful a tool not to carry. And people have asked why I carry a knife when I carry a knife. This is my hands, guys. And even like I've had 2 different occupational therapists tell me that's really cool because that makes sense. I have carpal tunnel. I have cubital tunnel. Okay, runs all the way to the ulnar. My hands don't work. So I can't rip open boxes like most people. I can't rip open bags sometimes, depending on the time of day. So I met my the what EDC makes you feel better. I mean, it's like, okay, what's on my keys? I mean, far more keys than I need to carry. and I need to get rid of them. Some old library card type things. What's that? Oh, a Goodwill Rewards card. Yeah, I'm that guy. Uh, the old key. I think I have the new key. Keys to my parents' house. I clean this all junk off because I have more stuff on here than I need to be carrying. A fob that may or may not work at any given point, and I'm a gamer, so I always have a tape measure. Oh, my phone just beeped, and something boomed across the room. Let's see what we got going on. Sorry, guys, I'm trying to make this all work, and I'm using Sims I've never used to do before to do things. Okay, I know what's going on. Whew, today, folks, today has just been an day, and we're gonna make it through. So, yeah, what else is going on?
And I'm back. All right, my phone died, but my net is back. So let's see if this doesn't help anybody. Do I look better, sound better? How's everything going, folks? I'm sorry, I am fighting. Well, all the fight. Let's check my audio. Audio's still like it's supposed to be. I thank you for that patience while we dealt with that whole shenanigan. Let me just do that. A bit loud now. A bit loud. Let me check. I can do something about a bit loud. That's interesting. Boop. How's that? Better? Okay. So I think we're back. That means with a little bit of shenaniganry, we can talk shop a bit more. Wow. Today, folks, and my net may blink in and out at any point again. It's exciting. Much better. I'm glad, folks. I am glad. Let me just do some tinkering real quick. Never, never, never let a gnome not tinker. It is in our blood. Blood, I say. Now, let's hop. I wanted to be able to show you guys the prices of what I was working with. Let's go. Amazon. Awesome. Yeah. Hey, my phone got us through. Poor thing went from 60 to 20 some odd percent, but we made it, and I am all about it. So I'm going to go to my orders because I want to tell you guys the prices I was dealing with, and I can do that right now. Well, Hold on. Boop, 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 doop, boop, boop, doo, doo, doo. Share screen. We're getting things done. Bam. Bam. Let's see, is that going to work? And yeah, we're back. Okay, cool. So, really, guys, with shipping, the theory and practice of La Verdadera Destreza by Alberto Bomprezi. And see, I can say it, even my brain is working better. I know I'm loud. I'm excited. It's only $10. Just buy it. You know what? Hold on, because now I can put the links directly into the chat. And I see, the thing is, I've done enough Amazon. I know which part I need, which is right here. And I can go here. Bam. And then I can come back. When you grow up, girl, you're still living in a paper. Okay, now, let's go here. Well, you currently unavailable. I got lucky, folks. But if you are interested in this particular knife, I can see why it went on sale. They probably sold out for Christmas, which doesn't surprise me. Those are the links for the book and the knife. I really like that. I see another variant of a very similar knife, which means that there's probably a third party making them. Let me see. That's interesting. So I'm thinking that this... Yeah, this is the same knife, different company. Okay, that's not bad. I kind of dig that. Let me look at this guy. Okay, why am I looking at weird knives? Well, folks, I'm working on a problem. Okay? And I'm just going to go full screen here because you guys like me. I'm going to go full screen so I can see you guys clearly. Alright. The thing is... Wow, am I fighting the good fight tonight? If I cut out, I'll probably call it, because if I cut out, my phone battery isn't charging enough to give me a good backup. But, and I know I put gum in, but the headache was too bad and I couldn't hear myself think. With my hands, I'm finding that even my more favored knives and things, I literally spent hours hand carving this, shaping and whittling, and I can't grab it anymore. Oops. Do not kill the back because of the brace. Now, any sane person might say, well, Nick, take off your brace. My problem is, much of the time I have my brace on, it's not a fast thing to undo the straps and do that, and I lose a lot of strength and, ascension, so I have to adapt to these, which means I'm going to have to make very small, very, very, very light weaponry to counter in. I can't swing a chopper like Priscilla anytime soon. Let me see. This is an ancient plastic fencing guard. I can barely grab that. That's almost terrifyingly telling that something this thick is too thick right now. What I'll probably end up doing is acquiring a minimalist thank you. A minimalist let me see something. Very nice. And we're back. Cool. So I have control of my features. Very flat blade. I may have to do a custom something or other. So it will be interesting to see what I can work with while wearing my gauntlets. I'm trying... Guys, I am trying so hard to keep doing what I do. And I appreciate you guys staying with me while I try to do what I do. Because retention is going to be a bit of a thing. So I may have to look into oddness, indeed, like something with a hole in it. But see, let me show you something. Hold on. And now we're just chatting. Interrupt me. If you don't know, everything is Ask Me Anything. But let me go here. Whoop. I'm looking at this came up, and that is interesting. And I say it's interesting because it's reasonably inexpensive, and that angle is what I need to see, because that is the thickness of the blade and the scaling. So it may be a case of I might buy something, and I would love something a bit longer, obviously, but something like this with the retention grip, and just take the sheath, the scales, the grip pieces. They're very pretty, but take them off the side. I'm not sure. I would love, hold on, let's go full. I would love something like this with an extra grip, this little tiny range, because I could still make it go, and maybe a bit more reach. I'm really going to have to ponder that. Just because I need what I call a door greeter. I need something comfortable. Now, my light axe, which is in the back, actually works reasonably well for that. But I don't know. I need to figure this problem out. And it is an adaptation challenge. Oh, one of these days I plan to get a pair of Elchin practice blades. Probably not time, but soon. But I will try. Hey, you know what? Let me know how they work. I'd love to see a review on those. That's not bad. I almost wish this guy had a neck knife. Although, see, that simple wood look is more elegant anyway, and I bet it's less expensive. Is it? No, it isn't. They're all priced roughly the same. Now, grippy karambits aren't my style. I know. I probably could find a karambit. Let's go. All departments for now. What I'd love is about a 2-foot long thrusting sword. Something very light, fast, probably triangular blade. And it's funny because now I see myself looking at something as ridiculous as this because it doesn't have much grip. And I need minuscule grip. That's such an odd place to be. Light is good, exactly. So now I'm looking at different... Oh, look! The perfect opposite of anything I need. A foam buster sword. $100 foam buster sword. But that would look good on the wall. Ooh. Nick, you're being bad. But y'all don't mind. Sometimes it's nice to just cruise the knives and see what comes up. Because finding something light and small that will fit my hands, I'm going to have to go back through my older knife collection, see if I find anything in there as a semi-disposable door greeter. And yes, Calamarte. I can't say that word. You know what I mean. I love these things. I absolutely adore these things. I saw one on sale at Walmart.com for less than $200, but I'm not going to buy one I can't hold, and I have the sneaking suspicion that somewhere... Oh, you know what? I don't have what I'm looking at up, do I? Sorry, guys. Give me a second. What I was talking about when I said Calmonche. Yeah, what I am really looking for is something. Let me see. Let me see if they have. No, I don't want heels. Close enough. Let me see, because I've seen them. No, no. See, these are actually quite large grips. Why do they put holes in blades? Please stop putting holes in blades. That might not... See, I would actually handle that just to see that hilt, because that might be a minimalist hilt. It's a little dorky, but I don't care about dorky. What's the blade length? 11. Yeah, that's a little short. That's still... I mean, that's a kitchen knife. I'm not going to throw money at a kitchen knife. Nope, nope, nope. Nope, don't want a folder. I'm sure you do. You know what? Hold on. Give me a second. I'm going to do this. Don't worry, I'm still here. I just want to be careful what I flash on screen. That sounds terrible, but you know what I mean. What I'm thinking I would need... Oh. What are you, my friend? Now, I clicked... what do we have here? Give me a second. Give me a second. I'm sure it's obscenely expensive. Ugh. What do you mean, Flash? Flash is alive. Live. Dun 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 dun. Flash! See, I'm a bad enough singer. Look at that. See, but they put a thickish hilt, which really annoys me because I don't need the thickish hilt. But that's getting closer. Of course, that's also $800. But I'm actually looking for something more. Possibly like this friend. This is a nice friend. God, I've been watching... Sorry, guys. I have been watching too much Drawfee. No such thing. But... something like that with about a double that length blade would be delightful. Or, you know, a actual small sword that's a small sword. Because that's going to fit nicely in a narrow hand. Oh, it's a woman's blade. I have tiny, tiny hands. I accept this. I am looking... What have we here? I'm looking for something... Are you kidding me? Let me look at this. Let me look at this. Walmart. Okay, properties. About this item. Brand. Item doesn't have any reviews. If you're going to sell something that is vaguely knife-like, and this has that junky as all heck, I think I might have to try to make my own at this point. Because, oh, friends. that's getting in the department of beautiful. But, something double that length. Double that length. Well, I mean, I suppose something that's eerily not that bad. Let me go here. Hold on. Something like this with a bit more point and a narrower grip. I might be back in the realm of trying to make a... Man, 3 more inches would give it about a 22-inch blade. Why is it so hard to find a good short dagger stabbity tool here? Why? There's no reason. There is absolutely no reason for this to be this difficult, and I am really patently annoyed. So I will keep seeking light, easy-to-handle weapons and trainers, and you guys will keeping track, and we'll find something, folks, between me. Brown-handled with the spiral, huh? Okay, I'm sure I've seen that a few times come by. What? Oh. No. Come on, let me look at this. Weapons anti... Oh. That's just... That's nice. That makes me happy. Light dagger... Oh, come on, I need to show you guys. Y'all gotta tell me... Now this... It won't even zoom out, will it? No, it won't zoom out. That's not bad at all by anybody's measure. Older weapons were made for people of smaller stature, often because of genetics. So, something like that, especially paired... Oh, see, now that's what I'm thinking. A tri-edge would be very nice. And I wouldn't have to... fight keeping it sharp. That's pretty cool. Let's see what it says. So basically, if I want a weapon sword, I may be forced to make it my dang self, huh? Well, friends, I think I can come up with something, I guess. This is just one of those. I've been chasing a small sword that fits my hand for years, and I haven't found it yet. But, wait. Gunner stiletto. I keep seeing gunner stilettos. It's all a matter of I'll find... if I'm supposed to have something like this, it will definitely show up. And I don't own the rights. I'm just scrolling to try to find a quality item. If you fall in love with something, that's one thing, but yeah. Oh, see, that's not bad, because that's a little longer. And remember what I told you guys about swords. That's long enough to be a short sword for me. So we'll see. We will see what we can do, won't we? But we're at about the top of the hour, or we're real close. So I'll thank my Patreon friends, and I want to, I wanted to thank a whole lot of people because you guys are absolutely amazing. Go here. I want to make sure I get everybody. Because I have taken... The holidays have taken a hit, which means I am just a little bit under the weather financially for a bit. So we'll have to figure it out. But I want to put a shout out to Ronald Rain, to Silver Ogre, to Frog G, to Brian K. Morris, the amazing Steve Augusta, To Cindy, Cap, you guys, you don't know how valuable what you do for me is. It really just really wouldn't. I couldn't do what I do without your help. And I know a lot of folks, you guys don't, if you buy the book, Dragon Taming. Wow, it has been a lot. Wow, okay, we're talking shop. Let's go. Dragon Taming Mace. So, before I go, let me go. Patrons. Maybe later. Alright. Thesis, you guys, I couldn't do it, and like I said, I lost a couple Patreon members. I checked; it's financial and it's a glitch. It just means they're getting shanked. Detective D. I did name everybody. I did good. Okay. Detective D, because I have seen Detective D at least one of them. I believe it was Mystery of the Phantom Flame, but Dragon Tamer Mace. Let me see if I can see what this before I get into it. Taming Mace, yes. Images, come on, I'm sure it's there. Oh, okay. Oh, that's a Chinese sword breaker. Yes. No, those are wonderful. They're heavy. I actually have the cold steel trainer of one of those. What they are is basically how you give a cop or like an old school D&D cleric, somebody who the spinny bit. Spinny bit. I'm not sure about this. Let me go here. Let me go. Well, see, I don't dare bring a video up, so give me a second. But, if you took a very heavy gin, for the people who don't know, you basically, and take the edge off so it's just kind of this delightfully blunt item, you have a non-sharp impact version of a gin that if you are strong enough, you can use very similar motions, if you've been trained in a sword, to defend yourself without necessarily killing your opponent. This mentality, and I'm not sure about the spinny bit, so I'm going to, unless you can write me a refresher, I'm going to have to improvise. Oh, okay, that's what I thought. Down close to the handles, a cylinder he spins before he hits the blade to find the perfect weak spot to make. That is, okay. That is delightful kung fu magic. And I love delightful kung fu magic. One of my all-time favorite kung fu movies is a real dollar store grade, if you find it. What is it? The Dragon's Infernal Showdown. And I'm sure it has other titles. But that's the one where they have they use magnets creatively. Detective D is what I call a kind of low/hidden magic series, where there is magic elements and the supernatural, but not as much as people want to think. And it's very fascinating how that interacts. I do find the oh god, I'm trying to remember the name of that man. There's a term for them. It's not... Oh, God. It's going to come to me as soon as I'm off this video. Sorry, I spent the last hour running around trying to get things ready and then fighting and on the phone, so I'm scrambled. Solutions for problems come in odd places. Thrust only. Light. Safe to leave around the house. I wonder how long a plastic cruciform spike I can find. I mean, it's a thought. I could mount it on something. I'm sure the movie's up on... which movie? Detective D or Dragon's Infernal Showdown? Because if it is Dragon's Infernal Showdown and not The Guy with Secret Kung Fu, which is another great movie, there's a lot of magnetic weapons and, like, magic belts that let you get stronger and crush and bend people. It's delightful. I don't... Basically, I would take that as a... Don't... Hi, Johnny! Great to see you. Boy, have you missed Shenanigans Central as I fought the internet. Okay. I have to split because I have two minds on this. So let's break this down. Swordmaster Nick. Swordmaster Nick loves the weapons of the police. Period weapons. This is where you get lead-filled batons, cudgels. These are designed to break and injure but not kill, because police are not supposed to be soldiers. They are supposed to subdue, if necessary, the more rowdy members of the population when they are being rowdy. They are not supposed to go out dropping bodies like it's hot. If there's social commentary in there, I suppose there is. But I've seen The Phantom Flame. I haven't seen Rise of the Sea Dragon, and I look forward to it because I love the first Detective D movie. I am, unfortunately, movie-wise, in the middle of an absolute guilty pleasure. My guilty pleasure of late you can find on Amazon Prime, and it is called Daughter of Lupon. Or Lupin, depending on how you want to say it. I'm an old Lupin the Third fan, so I tend to say it that way. But it is delightful. It is a soap opera action comedy about a family of thieves and their beautiful daughter who doesn't want to be a thief and just wants to be a librarian, and she falls in love with a detective, and everything goes... Hey, Johnny, don't feel bad. There's a lot of rough, and I've been told I need to set up an Ask Me Anything Day by several people, and I keep forgetting to do it. So if you guys want to take the next hour and just keep it Ask Me Anything, we can do that, because I feel I owe you guys that a bit. But, so, interrupt me with commentary. So, anyway, and yeah, please, someone else watch Daughter of Lupin, because I am feeling lonely in the fandom. Okay. And yes, the dad's fight choreography really is delightful. They do things with canes, and I am a sucker for Bartitsu. Ooh. That's a potential answer. Anything. Boxers or briefs? The long ones, but not like the baggy ones. I don't care. So, I need support. And I get cold. But, so yeah. And yeah, you can ask me anything. I don't necessarily have to tell you, but I will try. So, and I'm going to keep answering this Dragon D Detective. Da, da, da. I am a sucker for thief-based things. Oh, Hana is gorgeous. Hana is absolutely gorgeous. I don't know her real name. The nice thing about being deaf is you don't care about subtitles, and this is Japanese language subtitles. If you can't read and watch a show at the same time, get out of here. You're not going to enjoy it. But if you like Leverage, Lupon the Third, things like that, ooh, I will definitely look that up because I do love some Detective Z. But, yeah. So, for a practical sense, non-lethal weapons for the police are very important. Game sense. I love that mechanic. Enchanted weapon, spinny thing. If you crit it, it's vorpal to non-magical weapons. So if you crit on a block or whatever, you destroy the weapon. I love it, love it, love it. Roll with it. I would love to see a good, maybe 3.5, maybe 5th edition Kung Fu campaign that feels like a good Kung Fu or samurai movie. Something really out there, live action anime feel. Because that's what I'm here for. I'm not here for gritty realism. 2020 started in 2019 and has yet to end. Johnny, we've established that you're a man of culture. You are not alone. But, yeah. So it's a lot of fun, and that's what I look for in film anymore. If I want classic, I'll watch classical productions, but I'll watch a classical production. I'll find something with a good Macbeth or something. But usually I want something lighthearted, even in the classical sense. So give me Much Ado About Nothing, the Kenneth Branagh version, or The Importance of Being Earnest, the Joan Plowright version. Oh my God, are those great films. But, yeah. There are a lot of good things coming, and I'm looking forward to that. I just kind of got to get through this whole chunk. The holidays are hard on some of us. Let's see. But yeah, hit me with any other questions you have. I mean, you can be curious, you can be silly, or you can be serious. I'll reasonably answer. I like to be an open book, and yeah, Hawaiian shirts, yeah. Okay, so while we're waiting on that, let me think. What else is up? I told you Cowboy Bebop got canceled, which is good because that means they'll probably leave Trigun alone for a while, which I'm not sure I'm prepared for what could happen with Trigun. I think I would cry if they did wrong by my boy Vash. But yeah, let's see, what else? I know normally I have a lot on the menu, and I was supposed to have multiple more boxes in today. Oh, I've been watching... Chinese food. Yeah, Untamed at 50th, a lot like... Awesome! Period dramas are amazing. I have to be very careful what I can watch because I'm almost always accompanied by my now 12-year-old son. And Xander is, he's autistic, and he has a high sensitivity to gore and suspense. I actually found a great Saint Seiya hat, and it was given to me, and I love it. Yeah, Saint Seiya was awesome. You are a person of culture, and I approve of it. You know what? I'll ask you guys a question. One, before I go any further, because I don't want to forget, Luke Stone is actually starting to communicate online a little bit. He has a long way to go before he gets past the muscular atrophy of his situation, but he is doing better. And some folks have asked me, and honestly, I can't remember who. I've had some family stuff going on that needed dealt with, and I have some health issues I have to deal with. Nothing bearing reporting. It's just pain in the butt. Natural parts of being a natural. But yeah, so he's doing better. But guys, Han Tang. Han Tang. Some more fantasy design machine. It's a show we watched last year that was so good I had to buy. That's the sign. Whoa. Oh. Absolutely. Saint Seiya is great. I wanted to say it went by another name in America, which might be part of your problem, but I watched Saint Seiya. I am an old school anime fan, and I watched all the anime I could get my hands on, which means I have watched... Yeah, Knights of the Zodiac, yes. Yes. I'm thinking, I want to make sure... Because I thought it was... Yeah, it was. It was Knights of the Zodiac. And yes, I did see that. I saw a good bit of it. It's been a long time because there were Saint Seiya hit at a time where violence and gore in animation was not accepted in Western animation. So it sort of hit a little too early for its time, as a lot of anime did. In a period, guys, what you don't know if you're not old anime fans, and I'm not, this is not gatekeeping, this is information. Especially, from the 80s to the early to mid 90s, there was a very slow trickle of anime, and anime fans took whatever you could get. The problem was all anime was treated like a genre, not a media. Do you understand what I'm saying? What do I mean by that? Film is a media. It has genres. Horror, Western, kids, family, Christian, sci-fi, mystery, superhero, whatever. All these genres. Those are all subsects of the type of media, film. Now, in America, until very, very recently, animation was only geared towards kids, and barely, we're talking between 7 and 13 was a cutoff demographic for animation, and we were expected to mature out of it. And there was this whole cross. That's why a lot of older children clung to, a lot of Americans clung to, Pokemon and Digimon longer than as major forms than a lot of the Japanese did, because they moved on to more mature, and I don't mean sexual necessarily, but mature anime. And in America, you took what you could get. And that ran the gambit from, Vampire Hunter D to Sailor Moon back in the day. So it was a complex thing. That's groovy. That's groovy. I dig it. Seriously. Know what you're about. Anime. Anime characters I would identify with. I'd try to be. I'm going to say Uncle Iroh. I'm going to admit that that's not technically anime in some definitions. I really don't care. You know what I mean. Uncle Iroh is one of the first that really springs to mind. I love Vash the Stampede, but as my namesake Nicholas D. Wolfwood would say, he's too damn clean, and I can't pull it off. That makes me sad sometimes. There aren't a lot of characters, the problem is main characters aren't something I resonate with. If you follow me on Twitter, I was just thinking about this today, because I realized, the characters I identify with in most things are very much background characters and support staff. I mean, Obi-Wan classically was a support character. He was a little more active, obviously, in the prequels, but he has that support character energy. My man Artie, Bobby Singer, Sam Yao. If you talk about lonely fandoms, there's an app called Zombies Run. It tracks it. It tells a story while to run and makes zombie noises if you slow down. It is like $20 a year out of an Australian firm. I can't remember their name. Fantabulous. Other than the puppets, there's a whole in the Untamed. Puppets might freak your son out a bit, but I suggest watching. And there are windows. I might give it a shot. Like I say, I will give it a shot to try to find it as timing works out. It is an odd balance because I'll watch shows, especially broadcasts. Like you'll notice where when I'm on some people's channels, I can be balanced in my language. I can allow vulgarity to slip. I try to limit it here because this is educational, and sometimes I find out there are people who watch with their children. So I try to keep it here. You know what I mean? But I will not be. What happens on something like Red Valkyrie Presents, Dice Dames and Dudes. Sorry, my gnome show, because I'm going to be a gnome in it. Maybe if all goes well. Yeah, I'm trying. My language goes off, but it's an interesting thing. How do you guys do it? And what do you learn from like? I love old kung fu movies, and I want to explain that because we're kind of old anime, old kung fu. Why? And some people say, well, it's because you are old. And that is true. I am 40 years old. I am right on the line between being old and being not old. Not old and being old. I'm 40. I get it. But I am watching with my dog, but I don't think he can bark in English. That's funny. That's funny, Johnny. But I love watching the old kung fu movies, and I've talked about this before, because they didn't have wire fu, they didn't have quite the special effects, save for reverse, which they used delightfully well. But they would do like a hand lock, or a block, and they'd zoom in real close, like whoosh, whoosh. I think you could actually, as a viewer, pick up more that could be potentially useful from the older movies than the newer movies when wire fu became all the rage. Not bashing wire fu. Oh, okay. If you want, there is a site called Viki where you can watch Chinese, Korean, Japanese, or Korean TV shows, movies. The Untamed is one there. You can cool. Let's see. Out comes the Pen O Doom. Maybe. Maybe not. Why am I getting a PM? Hold on. Vicky. We'll try that. Asian. Films. Sorry, I need someone named Asia spelled differently. Just took me back for a minute. Long time. About 2 or 3 lifetimes ago. Yes, they do, and so do I. Wing Chun trappings are delightful. I hate saying I'm a martial artist because I don't feel like one, because I'm not a belt. I'm a Western martial artist. I teach people to sword fight. But I did CPI for years, and I played patty cake with a lot of Aikido guys, Hapkido guys, Wing Chun guys, as a smart dummy. So I picked up a lot of who is messaging me PM while I am doing my live stream. Do I have questions? Do I have commentary? Okay, yes, I know there's a wind advisory. That's why my thing glitched. Da-da-da-da. Yes, I know. Okay. That looks really cool. Awesome. I'll have to look into that. But And I did say in the thing I'm having arguments right now with something totally off topic. And that is my new 3D printer and getting it to print things I've designed. So I've been fighting that. And I've been waiting for shipments because I'm still looking for weapons that are light enough that I can handle to train and drill with. I need to have this solved by spring. I need to know how I'm going to fight next year. And honestly, is that rust? Oh, no. Between now and then, I need to find out if I'm going to be able to fight. Because I've made no illusion about being on borrowed time fight-wise. But yeah, I learned a lot going back. I love the different grapples, and I love redirects. They come at me, and I put them somewhere vaguely over there. Because I'm not a strong guy. And I've never had strong grip. I'm not, going to roll around. I mean, I have, but, that's a different ballpark. But be able to go, no, you go over there, and while you're doing that, I'm going to go over here. Can we work that out? I don't want to hurt anybody. I've been a cleric in D&D a long time, of the old school where you couldn't have pointy things. And while I have paladin-like tendencies, I'd rather go bonk, bonk, no, bad. Bad assassin. No turkey for you. I'm going to get it for that one. Bad assassin, no turkey for you. Catgirl was nice. She gets your jerky. Ha. Anyway, yeah. And working around things is what we do here, so it's kind of cool to see. I just have to figure something out. Bronze medal girl. Anyhow, but yeah. Let's see. I'm getting questions. Cool. Why they won't do it over chat? Yes. Okay. Shows to me. The old black and white Zorro that I used to watch on the Christian TV channel, because that was one too I was allowed to as a kid, before I realized I could just watch stuff when other people weren't around. Watched a lot of that old black and white Zorro. I don't think it was Jacques Mahoney. Might have been. Same guy from Yancey Derringer. They look a lot alike. And this is ancient 50s era television. But, I like things where the good guys win and the bad guys lose. Yes. Why do people ask me what the best sword fight is? Seriously. I mean, there is no competition for the best sword fight in film. It has to be Dread Pirate Robert / Wesley, Inigo Montoya, on top of the cliffs. Princess Bride. That's it, folks. No sword fight in all my years is better. Now, I've seen more visceral. There's a version of Count of Monte Cristo. Not Crisco. Crisco is a sandwich. I'm getting hungry. Young Blades. Yes, I actually did see Young Blades. It was good. I remember that. I think didn't that have like D'Artagnan's niece in it or something like that? I've watched several variant Three Musketeers spin-offs, Next Generations. That was great fun. And I like that. I've seen like the Zorro variants. I've seen a couple versions of... You know what? Let's talk a movie that needs to be made. Let's get Hollywood off their butt. Make a big budget Scarlet Pimpernel. I know the name sounds crummy. It's a little funny sounding. But it was the original Spy. It swashes and buckles, and I am here for it. Reread anything by Robert Louis Stevenson. You're gonna find a good sword fight or two in there. But yeah, we need that. I got VHS. I'm gonna have to look around for that now. Thank you. Because I remember watching that old show, and that was a grand old show. That might have been the one I watched that. Oh, okay, now, rewinding. Disney's Three Musketeers. The one with the banger soundtrack. Bum, 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 bum. You know the one. Oliver Platt. Come on. Yeah, I go straight to Porthos. I know what I'm about. Charlie Sheen was good. Donald Sutherland was amazing. D'Artagnan was great. Chris, G. Callan. Come on. Robin. Anyway, he did good too. But Oliver Platt as Porthos was phenomenal. Donald Sutherland's better. I don't remember the guy they got to play Rochefort, but he was great. And Tim Curry as Cardinal Richelieu was a legendary role. So yeah, the sword fights in it were phenomenal. They were balanced, they were paced, and the actors fought a bit differently. That is one of my great hang-ups. Different people, different backgrounds are gonna fight differently. And if they don't, it's not gonna make sense. Keith or Sutherland. Yes. Why, Donald, I'm sorry. I don't know why I went Donald Sutherland. But, yes, Kiefer. Well, because they're both Sutherlands and they look quite a bit alike and I'm old. Yeah, it's just fun. Like, rewatch it. Pop some popcorn. And guys, just because you're at home doesn't mean you can't add the ritual. Get yourself a big drink. If you have to buy yourself a big covered cup from Wally World or wherever, do it. Pop some real popcorn, possibly kettle corn if you're that person. And throw in something like Three Musketeers. And watch it. Eat popcorn. Laugh at the funny bits. It's great. Film should be fun. It shouldn't be... I get mad when there's... Stories have morals, okay? They have... kettle corn, yes. They have morals, and that's important. That's part of it. Teaching us to be better. But there are times where they'll shoehorn in agenda lessons, and maybe they're moral and they're okay, and maybe they're not. But if they don't fit the story, it doesn't work real well, and that can be really detrimental. Good intentions do not good writing make. You can mean to be doing the best thing in the world and get people to be better, and that's admirable. But you have to be able to write real well. Where have you found the best brownie you've ever had? The best brownie I've ever had was it was baked by actually Al's, which was a supermarket and bakery. And the one I had, was it Al's? Was it Wiseway? I think it was Al's in South Haven. And it was a brownie with a white cream cheese frosting on the top. And I've gotten them at Walmart and they're almost as good. I think those are my favorite brownies. And yes, Milady de Winter, Rebecca de Mornay, oh my gosh. That's beauty and class. And if you made her a chain smoker and kind of eroded her a bit, one of my old teachers, as in instructors and some of the shadier things I know, looked no small amount like her. Not sure about my writing. Hopefully that pretty pictures can make... I'm sure you're right. Your art... Okay, guys, I want to take a minute. This is good. I like to plug people I know. And, like, Frog G is an amazing creator. And I'm throwing Frog G because you should always throw Frog G. So is Cindy Kep. But Johnny Cage is just blessed. I mean, talented artist, talented comic. I haven't seen like any of your actual sequential works because I only got on Twitter because of Red Valkyrie Presents. But your stuff is amazing. You're witty. You're a very handsome individual. You are just really blessed, and it's very cool. I'm dang lucky to know you. I was more of an artist than I am because my hands fried out. And I I'm trying to come back. It's a long fight, but we'll get there. But your stuff is phenomenal. And I'd like to see your rating. Because if you're telling a good story, and it has a point, it doesn't have to have all the points. It doesn't have to have the hot button points. The great things about a story, especially a fantasy, isn't that it creates dragons. It's that it lets us believe we can beat them. And that's why comic books are important, especially now. Good comics let people think they can beat them. And sometimes there's a quote, it's from a book called 1634, Eric Flint, where they're trying to get shipment from somewhere. There's time travel, it's in the Middle Ages, it's complicated. And the guy's running a caravan basically through the winter, and he's going, the people with him say we know it can't be done. And the response was, I know it can't be done, and you know it can't be done. I just hope nobody tells him it can't be done till after he's done it, you know? And that, independent creators are like that. I mean, all of us, yes, us, I will fly that flag. I feel arrogant doing it, especially in the company that I travel, but it's true. Independent creators, I'm an author, I'm an artist of small water, some small water, but, you know, and I'm a game designer, and I do a lot of things. Look me up on Amazon. Right there's a little ticker, and it's going right here. Just follow me there. I've got books. I'm planning more in 2022. A bunch of projects got held off because of Luke Stone and a few other things. Guys, when a game designer buys a 3D printer, he's up to something. But it's the hardest thing in the world. To go out there and put your information out there and do it. And it's one of the hardest things I do. It's about the third hardest thing I've ever done. All in all. Being a parent. Being a parent. Surviving. And that's just kind of a caveat because I keep being in situations where that's harder than it should be. And then, you know, the whole process of publishing, getting it out there, and continuing to plug when I'm afraid to. Because I will admit, it is hard on me. Because I am on Twitter now, at ntalkert. Not, you know, that's why it's there. And because of people like Shay, and that's Red Valkyrie, and Alex/Psy, that's Cyborg, Valkyrie, and Luke Stone, obviously, and Luke Aglietta, and Woodrow. These are the people from it. And a bunch of other wonderful people like Johnny. I've had the privilege of meet people like Johnny and Frog G and Luke Stone and other amazing artists and creators. And I know professional animators, like guys who have, like, I met the guy who did the first comic book I ever read. I've talked to guys who worked on animating like Batman. You know, like, I'm in an organization where I can talk to the guy who made the Boba Fett portion of the Star Wars Christmas special, for F's sake. And I'll be honest, I feel like a little fish in a big ocean a lot of the time. So putting yourself out there is not easy. But you should do it. Especially if you've been gifted with the kind of talents. And, you know, this is another good thing. I'm about adaptation, okay? Real soon I'm going to do an off-topic video that I've been putting off doing because I think it would do good, but it's kind of scary for me, where I kind of pull back the curtain metaphorically. Show you some of the tools I use to get through day to day. Things that make it easier for somebody who can't, like, I'm weak enough in my grip that sometimes opening, like, cereal bags ain't gonna happen. I couldn't hold on and pull it apart. I sword fight, or I used to, and I can't do that. My nerves are mechanically fried. There are times where the pencil gets heavy. But, you know, this is my primary adjustment. I keep this out. I walk with a cane. But I have other tools and other means that I've used that have helped me function relatively. And I'm going to have to show that because I think it's important, but scary for me. Because, if you grew up in... now, Johnny, you don't know this. American high schools, freak pointing is a proud tradition, and I was very freakish for a myriad of reasons, many of which I don't claim to understand. And I've learned the price of being different, and that's probably why I try not to hate anybody. It's not easy sometimes, but that will be an individual, not a group or a organization or a subtype, you know what I mean? Because there's too much hate, and it sucks to be hated. It sucks to be scared. I hate being scared. I hate being angry and scared. That's dangerous. Never make me angry and scared at the same time. Just don't, for anybody's sake. But, so I want to empower people. And I have spent 20 years teaching people to sword fight and knife fight and staff and bow staff and slings and arrows and all the shenanigans. Not just because, hey, these are great, weapons. I'm not building a medieval army over here, contrary to some really unpleasant misunderstandings. I just want people to feel powerful. Hate is hard to maintain. I don't have that kind of energy. I mean, I'll be honest, any hate I really generate is almost always inward directed, and then I fight that off. That's enough hate for me. No, it's not right, but it's true. And that's what we do. That's what this is about. Never think this is just about having fun and swinging swords, because it's there. But I never do anything for just one reason. I want to empower people. I want to better people. I want to give them a chance. And I believe in giving a chance by handing people the tools and letting them decide how they use them. So I have recently actually lost some very dear friends, both to, we'll say, to distance and death, because they chose poorly. And that's hard. I got horror stories, Johnny. My experience was not normal. And my son's wasn't either, and that's why I homeschool him. But, yeah, it's... Not only is it horrific, a lot of times the people in power who are supposed to do something about it simply don't. Good life lesson, though. Yeah. I mean, I love America. I do. But I love America the same way I love anybody. The way I love a person. When you love someone or something, and you really love it, you have to understand and admit that there are faults and flaws and liabilities. I have an old truck. I love my old truck. When I could drive, which I've been able to for some time now, I loved that truck. But it, the battery leaks, the window leaks when it rains a little bit. It has quirks. I love people, but people have flaws. Lord knows I have flaws. I have my myriads and volumes of flaws. I don't have issues. I have subscriptions. But I love this country the same way. And I love it enough to see its flaws and want to do my part to help make them better, even if it's a little bit. I don't know if that makes sense. I'm supposedly a fairly intelligent guy. I've tested well. But sometimes I feel downright dumb when it comes to this sort of thing. I know. Maybe that's not what Ask Me Anythings are supposed to generate, but maybe I take things, that's part of my charm. I take things a little odd. The painting behind me is a painting of my wife and her parents from a long time ago. We own the rights to it. It's actually a photo with like paint lines over it, I think. It's, it's ours. And it's near, 35 years maybe old. So yes, that, for the person who was asking on Messenger, that's what that painting is. I got Lydia actually at Walmart a couple of years ago. For the people who are asking about the origin story of Lydia, I was walking by and I was having a very difficult time. And I have a compulsion to press try me buttons. And it becomes more powerful the worse I'm feeling. And I hit it, and it was such a unexpected series of things for a Halloween prop to say. I'm like, no, that's going in the cart. That's hilarious. I love person, love my wife. All people scare me. Humans are one of the most wonderful species in creation. Infinite in jest and adaptability. However, the wrath of an angry or ignorant or misled person, for whatever reason, is terrible and lasting. Again, not chipper, but those of us who remember America before 9/11 and remember everything that happened during and after understand how much it changed us. And it's not popular to say. But things happened. And for a while there, our country went mad. And I think the very soul of our country went insane for a while. Just rage and fury at the audacity. We've been sheltered from major idiocy by two oceans for nearly 200 years. It was a sucker punch. And our wrath was guided by people who would profit from it. Right or wrong. But I will never, ever say anything negative about the actual veterans. The veterans served valiantly and did what they could to stop forces of evil, and I believe that they did. And that, again, may not be popular, but that's okay. But that being said, yeah, I don't like large numbers of people. I live an isolated life at some physical, emotional, and financial cost. And obviously social. Because of that. I've seen people turn... When a group of people becomes a mob, it is a terrifying thing. And that's a lot of why I do what I do. Oh, what else we got? Yes, I'm Christian. It is complicated, but also delightfully simple. I actually read the book, and that makes me very different than a lot of Christians who are told things are in the book, but they don't bother to read to see if it's there. And I also don't treat it as my job to go out and evangelize. I'm just trying to keep myself where I'm supposed to be and help people. And I figure I'll leave the more eloquent for evangelization. Great question, though. I am getting... For the folks who don't want to put their questions up and have means to direct message me, I appreciate it. We're getting some good questions. So, yeah, you guys keep hitting me up there, too, if you don't want to keep hitting me up here. And I'll do a formal one where you guys can get some prep time. But this week went all kinds of gunny bag. I was expecting to do, I want to say, 4 or 5 product reviews. And I ended up doing 2, and they were very short amid things. Question for you guys. What do you want out of this channel? We're coming up to the end of the year. You know what? Let me look at something. So, get back things on more positive. I haven't looked at the LK Chen. Let me go there. LK... Well, LK Chen. Okay. What am I looking at? Oh, gosh. We're just opening up with interesting, aren't we? Hold on. Let's get this share action going. Share screen. Make sure that's all set up. Window. Oh, tab. Okay. Share. We'll do that. Actually, this is gonna move for a second. Don't worry. I'm still here. I am still here, folks. Okay, we are groovy. I just have to... I'm doing all this on one screen. Most people who broadcast like this do 3, so it takes me a second. Okay. Okay, let me scroll down there. But yes, I will look at swords. And if you want to ask it in here, I promise not to bite. Well, I'll try not to. Hey, yeah, guys, if you want to ask me anything, always. That's usually an open door. But I was asked to formally, so I'm doing it. I nibble, not bite. Oh, there's biting. Biting happens. This is beautiful. Let's see. Sorry, I got distracted. I like that for reasons I can't quite... Let's see. I like that. Dow? What else we got? Fine-tuning... Long one bow shown first. And I have heard some amazing things about LK Chen stuff. I've handled some of their swords. Let's see what we're looking for. We're looking at Dows. Alrighty. And we are going to start with, per request, the Twin Peaks Lao Dao. Which is this guy. Yeah! I'd have to feel the balance because the flat pommel is a thing, and I'm not sure how I feel about it, but I'm all over that. You gotta understand, I love a naginata and a nagamaki. So the two-handed short weapon kind of thing that you could... This is basically a pole arm you can swing indoors. I'm all over this guy. Because it has... See, that amount of leverage for blade... Oh, that's nice. Aesthetically, the this kind of serration bump thing interests me. I'd love to handle it to see if it's part of the edging. And I'm actually looking at this upside down. That's fascinating. I would love to play with that. I'm not even gonna lie. That is definitely a weapon I would love to play with. Let's see, what else are we looking at? We're going back to Dows. We're going the Song... Let me see if I can find it. A Song Han Dao? Song Zong Ma Dao. Let's see what we got here. Oh! Okay, see, this is simplicity. I dig that. See, I like simple swords. Normally, I like a thrustable point. And that is a very, very... That's not... I don't even know if I could call that sheep's foot. But for pure concussive, it is elegant in its simplicity. And I'm all for that. Again, it may not be my bread and butter, but I like that as a concept. I'd love... let me see. I'd love to see the thickness. Measurements. Blade length, 33 inches. Okay, yeah. That's nice. This is really one of my playgrounds of weapons I like, but are harder to identify actually in Western. And we have the military Zhao. Let's see, military Dadao. Oh, I bet I'm gonna like that. Now, see, that's pretty. That is just pretty. I'm not sure. The balance wouldn't be too bad. That's gonna flow though. See the curvature here, folks. Like, let me make that slightly bigger. Actually, I'm gonna make the blade bigger because that interests me. You see how that tails? That is gonna flow surprisingly well. I'm not a big fan of the necessity of the two snap sheath, but that's gonna flow well. It's very minimalist, and it's not the way. Let me look. Jin. Am I looking at White Serpent? I think I've... Oh, now that... Oh, wow. Friends. That is elegant and refined, and I am here for that. That is beautiful. I can almost tell you looking at it, the point of balance is about the length of the back end of the sword forward. Maybe a little farther. That thing's gonna flow like nobody's balance. Do they list the point of balance? I wish they would do that more often. Oh, they do! 4 inches. Okay, so it's a little closer from base of handguard by hilt. Okay, so that's agile as heck. That means it's right about here. That's fast. Oh yeah, this is definitely, that's going to be a fast balanced sword. Very, very tippy. Silver Sparrow Ming Dao. Okay, hold on. My Dao. Back up here, Dao. And we're going Silver Sparrow. You want a hot take? Oh, brother, you're going to walk right into one. Point of balance. Hit me with that point of balance, because that's going to tell me everything I need to know. Point of balance, not... Oh, God. Okay, that... Oh, God. I got to look at those measurements again. Let me look at those measurements again. Hit me with the good stuff. 40 inches long. 40-inch blade. 20-inch handle. Ooh. Okay. Okay, you are a thick boy. I'm more likely because... Okay. Let me do something here. Can I do this? And kind of... Cool. Because I am not the strongest guy, when it comes to two-handed weapons, I don't like to play as much with binds. I don't like a lot. I like some protection, but I tend to refuse the blade and go around. I've got a bit of kendo in my background. But, oh, yes. Yeah, that... Oh, that sings to me. I would love... I mean, okay, now let's see the bad news, because this has got to be $300, $400 sword. Let me see. Da-da-da. Oh, it won't even tell me. I'm not going to look. Oh, God. But look at... If you guys want to know my aesthetic... Hold on. This deserves... Hold on. Do that. God. My only concern... and I think it's a valid concern, is I need to see that blade in cross-section. If it's oval, if it's elliptical, we're fine, I'll have no problem. But if it's too round, I'll have a little bit of beef with it. But that is my aesthetic. Beautiful wood, minimal highlights. Which would you prefer, that or the Twin Peaks? I will double check. Give me just a second. Double check. Twin Peaks. Oh no. There is Silver Swallow all day, all night. That is, friends, this is one of the sexiest swords I've ever seen. I have no qualm saying that. That is simple and aesthetic and beautiful and elegant. And I can... Oh, God, it would flow. It would flow and just... Oh, God. I hate... I have not hated my hands not working as bad as I do right now in a long time. Because that... Just, like... The raw elegance of that weapon sings to me. Guys, look at that cat pommel. There's weight there. Oh my god. That's pornographic, guys. That is just... Dragon Sparrow. Dragon Sparrow now. Okay, that's pretty in a... Yeah. That has a cane sword feel. And I could get away with cane swords being a little more minimalist in the guard. And I do rather like that, but I'm going to tell you, this Silver Swallow just is gorgeous. And that's not like me. I don't normally go two-handed, although I can make that go all day too. Like, that's going to flow. My problem is going to be the blade stop, because on a thrust, you're going to slide up. And my grip is a little weak, so I like a good stop. Exactly. And yeah, that's exactly what I was talking about, Johnny. I like a stop on my rigs. I have something special concerning sword canes I'm working on. But boy, is that... Oh, God. I'm just going to leave that up while you talk more, because I don't care about your cookie policy. Just that. Man, there's a part of me that wants to make that my window. And I'm not normally a two-hander guy. Besides, to make one that would work for me, I'd have to make something with a grip. Oh, yeah, I'm working on designing a sword grip thing that will work for the way my hands work. This is actually surprisingly close. But I wonder if I could heat it up. Or just bend it. I need a very subtle curve. Snow Peak, Gene. I'll go there. Let's hop and pop here. We're going to the gin. Snow Peak. Yes, see, again, very minimalist. You will find, if you like this model, PHA has a trainer that is set up almost exactly like this. That is a beautiful weapon. Where's the point of balance? 2? Yeah, probably 3 inches off the hilt. Yep, 3.9, 4 inches off the hilt. Oh, God, that's gonna just... See, these are gonna sing, though. For, gin. That's gorgeous. And I know I keep coming back here. I'm allowed to. I think that's beautiful. That's what Nagamakis are trying to be. Let's see. Pole arms. No. And that's valid too. The race can handle could be problematic. Let's see. Right one shot. Ha! 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 Look at this thing! No! Bat spear! Bat spear! Bat glaive! No! Bat stab! Bat stab! Okay. That was fun. I kind of like that thing. But this, guys, this says, "Hi, I'm the villain." Okay, that was fun. I enjoyed that. Let's see what else. What else do we have here? We'll look at the other Hanja. Yeah, see that though without the bat, that's much more elegant, and I can make that go. That would be a great hallway defender right there. I love that thing. I'm here for it. Okay, guys. Wait. Shield Guard Han Jiao. Okay. Jin, sorry. Shield Guard. Oh, Nani? Nani? Wait a second. What am I seeing here? What am I... What? What? I need some more pictures of... What? I need more pictures. I need to see the way they've got that. Oh, okay. Okay. That is fat. Oh! One. So, wait a second. Wait a second. Let me go back up here and look at this blade length. What you're telling me. Hang on. Whoa. Oh, y'all, don't worry about that. I don't care. I've got plans. Give me a second here. Hang on. So, oops. Piece knotted. Okay. Lord Sword. Probably should make it full screen for a second. Lord Sword. Plus. Buckler attached equals, oh, that's my alarm. It's good to know. I'll give you a few extra. Equals shield jit. That's close, by the way. I can almost make that one work comfortably. If it had a slight curve, okay, I know what I'm going to have to make. Cool. You've actually been more helpful than you know. But, so, this guy plus that as one unit. Okay. I'm here for that. If they put a discard and made it, oh, it's not perfect, but I see where they were going. Oh, yeah, I saw the stuff. Well, fencing, European fencing had an interesting effect on Chinese and Japanese swords pre-World War II, especially in the mid-era between, if I recall, and this is if I recall, between the World War I and World War II interim. The European fencing did interesting things. Okay, Gale Wind. Gale Wind. Let's look at the Gale Wind sword. And we're still in the Jian land. Gale Wind. Let's see what we got. Okay. That is a cloud-like aesthetic on the crossguard. It's routed down for guided away. The slight indentions will actually provide a bit of grip. Decent length. Looks like braided ray skin. Let me look at the grip. That's a heavy boy, though. That's actually, there's some weight to that. 2 pounds is surprisingly heavy for that. Fittings. Handle with blue flat cord wrapping. Interesting. I prefer the bare wood that holds together, but I see the aesthetic. Let me see. What do we have? I want to see if this is what I think it is. Oh. Okay, hold on. I grabbed one. That's nice. For minimalist. I actually kind of dig that. The pommel piece is interesting to me. I mean, the bottom of the sheath. But that's elegant. What is that? Is that a solid wood? Yeah. Oh, where's that cord? That's wood. I dig that. Well, guys, let me see. Is there anything else before we go? Let's see. Oh, yes. Let's look at this. The Sparring Swords. Okay, 1 ounce. 35-inch blade. Traditional fencing. Point of balance. It's a little tricky to do. Lots of flex, though. Okay. That's interesting. Minimalist guard. I like that. I like that for days. Let's see. What else do we have? Other weapons. Well, there you go. Is that a leather blade? Spring blade. Well, see, if you really like the shield guard, Royal Arsenal. Royal Arsenal. Is that what's a Royal Arsenal? I'm sorry. I'm brain farting. I looked at those. Now, see, that's not bad either. That is the other sword. I accidentally stumbled on the other sword, Royal Arsenal. What? I need more information. What do you mean on the Royal Arsenal? Is that a weapon here? Royal Arsenal now. Hold on. This is that sword you showed me, but with the cross guard so you don't lose your hands. I'm all about that. Let's look at that. Dow. Royal Arsenal Dow. Did I miss it? Royal Arsenal. Yep. Again, it runs into the two minimalist. My hand's gonna slide down. I'm gonna slice my fingers off. Sorry. I've seen this style, and they look cool, but there's no way my grip isn't gonna slide up and just slice my fingers off right here. Just not gonna happen. It's beautiful aesthetics. Like visually, I dig it, but I could never stab with that safely. I'd far rather have something like this. But, wow. Okay, we totally lost some time, didn't we? Well, I owed you a little bit for the shenanigans early on. But pretty soon I'm going to get called out. So, I think what we're going to do... Yeah, let's do that, guys. What a night. Thank you. We kind of bumbled this. I bumbled this one. We didn't. You guys were amazing. We're going to see... Next week, I'll be back... Actually, let me check. Boxy handles. I have to see how they feel. Because two-rounded, especially on a Dow, it'll spin when you're sweaty or your grip loosens. So sometimes a good boxy handle can be very positive. But that's where I have to pick it up with my meat hook. Something like that, I'd probably take my brace off and do a little bit of fooling around to see what I think. But I find rounded, for non-fencery, I don't have a keyhole grip or something to lock into, rounded hilts always are the bane of my existence. But if they've got a good oval cross-section, that could be delightful. It really, I'd have to hold it. But we are well past my 10 o'clock line, and I know my wife's going to be worried about me because of everything that went derailed about this. So I want to thank you guys for sticking with me through this very convoluted. Next week we'll be more together. Hopefully I'll have something really to review. I want to point out my son found me knifey McStabby. So I do have my original steak knife trainer, which... Well, shoot. That's not bad, folks. I can almost make that work. That tells me a whole lot. Like, if I flared it just a little bit so I could get a piece of it. Isn't it funny that the answers we find in the strangest of places? Because what I'm doing is I'm grabbing it here, so it's that teardrop. Wait, I was going to sign out, but if I have a solution to a problem... Let me move my Spartan helmet. Let's look at some grips. Let me put this away. Thank you, Johnny, for staying up late with me and having a wonderful time. You've made a difficult day better. Let me look at this. That's not bad either. Not intended as a fighting blade, but this is the Timberwolf TW22. That's getting close, but that's not what I was looking for. I was looking for a very specific knife. And it should be on my stack over here somewhere. Somewhere out there. And it's not. I have some heavy Gilhibbons. Well, wait a second. Let's look at these guys while I'm... Are these Gilhibbons? Whoop. Got a message. We'll figure out what that is. No, that's not bad either, grip-wise, but not right. Yeah, I need to find my classic throwers. They might yield the answer to what I'm looking for. But then I may just have to manufacture something based on them. Thank you. I hope things go better for you. And I am sorry, Foxy, that you are having such a rough time. You have, of course, my deepest condolences. I'm only struggling to do what I do here, not in any making light of your situation, but try to provide a moment's reprieve. I hope you understand. My messenger is open if you need anything. Okay? But to the rest of you, I hope you have a good night. Please remember the Historical Fencing Guild is held together by duct tape and the Simple Sword and the Fighting Axe, both available through Amazon. I have more things planned to come out in 2022. If you want to support any of my books through Amazon, most of the money goes straight to the Historical Fencing Guild anyway. And the Patreon is how I afford things to review to tell you if they're worth having. So, I can spend my money so you don't have to. I'm still trying to find adaptions to keep things going a little while longer, and I intend to, as long as I've got fight in me left and somebody who will bother to listen. So thank you so much. Be good to each other, guys. Seriously, be good to yourselves. And, you know what, as always, support your local sword master.